Welcome, Taurus, to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 10th of July for the Sun or the Ascendant. There was a song the Rolling Stones covered many years ago called Just My Imagination Running Away With Me. And this week begins with a quarter moon, which could see your imagination really heightened in a very potent way. Because the quarter moon, which provides a backdrop for the whole of the week, occurs in house 12, which is a very sensitive area and attuned to the more psychological dimension of life, but it can be about where we feel our pain and also our anxiety. But it's linking to the Sun in house 3, which is very bubbly, quick moving, and to do with how we exchange communication in a fast way. So very much in keeping with text messages and emails. So whatever happens this week, Taurus, I think it's important not to let something occur which sees you react quickly. You may take your time and provide a more measured response, and that's absolutely fine. But for your own protection, just don't let someone get under your skin in a way that you do find yourself reacting. However, also on Monday, Mars moves into your sister Earth sign of Virgo, and this is a really good news story. For the next 6 weeks, this is going to give you a much greater sense of your self-worth when it comes to your physical appearance. So expect to strut your stuff. It's exciting for you. It's also going to give you perhaps a little bit more of a push to join in and be that much more sociable. There is a contrast because on Tuesday, Mercury goes from a tense opposition with Pluto, where it could mean that there's going to be quite the conversation at the start of this week. But by the time it moves on Tuesday into Leo, which is a sunny position to host Mercury, but for you, this can see you a little bit more desirous of staying close to home or thinking more about your roots or your home environment, family matters, despite that rather charismatic relocation of Mars. So I think with the quarter moon, just be aware that Mars can give you an added dynamism and attractiveness. Mercury just asks you to be in touch with the feeling part of your situation. Now, later this week from Wednesday, Uranus in your sign forges a sparkling alliance with the Sun. Sometimes change really is as good as a rest, but you're a sign with an almost legendary resistance to change, because being a fixed sign, but also because you have a great appreciation of security and strong foundations, you don't necessarily change anything without a great deal of thought. But the last few years has probably been one of the most dynamic periods of your whole life. And the reason for this is that since 2008, Pluto's been pushing you to open up your learning, your knowledge base, and you've probably traveled a lot more, whether it is physically or in your mind. But also since 2018 for 5 months, 2019 from the March, Uranus has been in your sign. And Uranus is a very provocative influence that pushes us to examine what no longer serves our purpose and to free ourselves from the chains of restriction. So the angle between the Sun in the feeling but bubbly third house, Cancer third house, and Uranus in your sign suggests some kind of sudden communication can actually really sparkle at the heart of this week. So it could be a last minute invite to go out with some friends. Maybe it could even be an invite from someone with a romantic dimension. But if that is the case, your ruler Venus is compromised this week by Neptune. Neptune's a gorgeous influence, and it's in your sector of idealism. And since 2012, you may have found yourself really changing your outlook in quite a significant way with Neptune's help. But the downside with Neptune is it amplifies whether it's a strong positive feeling we have or a more negative one, and it is linking to your ruler in quite an obtuse way. It may be that someone in your friendship circle, it seems to you, is not relating in to how you really feel quite the way that you need. And perhaps this is part of the quarter moon showing itself. There can be a lot of interaction, but not necessarily of the feeling kind. And that could leave you feeling a bit unsure of how they feel. And also because the North Node, or the median North Node, transverses out of your sign on Wednesday and into Aries, that is a part of your situation that's going to become heightened over the next 18 months, the 12th house. Now I must stress the true North Node doesn't move until next Wednesday. Basically the median North Node is an estimation, the true North Node is the exact point, so that's why there is a difference. But do expect over the next year and a half to really continue that journey that perhaps Neptune triggered, to explore the more spiritual dimension of your situation, Neptune in Pisces, how you connect to people, what your higher life purpose is. But it is initially afflicted by the powerful and potent energies of Pluto. So I think your sensitivities at times this week can actually be quite high. But the standout influence, without any question at all, is Mars punching its way into your 5th house. And even if you don't quite get the magic this week, I feel the Sun's alliance with Uranus could bring about something really exciting in terms of a social invitation or a romantic opportunity. Just be aware that over the next 6 weeks, I feel that you are going to start to feel a greater sense of your allure, and that's always very important for a Taurus. It's been a real pleasure being with you, Taurus. Thank you so much for joining me. If you would like to ascend above this zodiac broadcast and embrace more serious astrology, if you order your year 2024 personal forecast now, based on your unique birth data, I will prepare for you the rest of 2023, and in my special package, you'll get 30% off and also your character analysis report, your life roadmap, which really gives you some incredible understandings of the patterns that have played out in your situation so far. Please see beneath this video for more, but for now, take care and goodbye.